All right, in this video, we're going to talk about not getting sales with Shopify Dropshipping. This is going to be a quick video, a quick answer to one of the most popular questions I get, and that's specifically, I'm getting add to carts, but they're not translating over to sales. I get this question literally on a weekly basis. I get them from beginners all the way to people that have been in this for a while, and I've talked about this topic a lot before, but I'm actually going to give you some different information today that some of you are going to like this answer, whereas a lot of you out there are not going to like what I have to say. So I've talked a lot before about when you're not getting sales, you first have to identify the problem. You can't just go ahead and keep, throwing a lot out there hoping it works when you don't even know the problem. So I've always talked about first you have to identify, are you getting traffic? If you're getting traffic but not sales, you can know where the problem is. So if you're getting traffic, you know that you've got something right with your ad. You know that the product, at least within the ad itself, is showing that people actually are desiring that product. Your creative works, even your targeting to an extent works if you're getting the traffic over to your store, but then something is wrong with the funnel itself. So something is wrong with your website. Customers don't trust the website, don't trust your product page. The pricing might be off. The pricing is literally one of the biggest reasons why people add to cart and don't go over to sales. And I've talked about the pricing strategy you need to have. But this is something that you need to identify first. If you're getting traffic, they're not converting over to sales. Problem is typically with your funnel, with the store itself. If you're not even getting the traffic, you're having all this and you're throwing ads out there, people might not have interest in that product. This is showing you clear that people don't have interest in the product, or you have something way off with your ad. You might have a crappy image, crappy ad, whatever. So if you're not getting traffic, the problem's on the front end, which is the ad. If you are getting traffic but no sales, the problem's more with your funnel itself, with the store itself. This is something to really key in on because a lot of beginners jump over this. They think it's just all about the product. Yes, if you have a great product, it should sell, but you still have to have the foundation set up. If you have a foundation set up on sand, you're not going to be able to build a business on that. You need a solid foundation. So the big question I get all the time is, I'm getting add to carts, but not sales. And I hear this all the time, and I can talk about the different solutions that go into that, but specifically, I want to talk about conversion rates because I hear all the time, I'm getting all these add to carts, but no sales. And I ask, well, how many add to carts have you had? And then I'll hear, I've had 10, 15, maybe 20 add to carts, but no sales. Yes, you would prefer to have a sale within there, but especially if you've just started out, you're just in the beginning. First off, when it comes to ads themselves, Facebook ads have to learn who the best customer is to sell that product to. Even if you put in the targeting, Facebook still needs to go ahead and have that pixel intelligence to know who to push that to. So the first little bit when you start running ads for a product, it's got to gain that intelligence. Second off, you need to work on boosting up the conversion rate of your store. I've talked about, with my first store, the mistakes I made and the things I did right with my very first store. One of the big things was I focused so heavily on just split testing everything to get the conversion rate up, even by just a couple percentage points, because those will make a big factor. So if you are running ads and you're getting 10, 15, 20 add to carts, but no sales, that's actually pretty normal. It was very shocking to me when I first got into e-commerce, and it's shocking to a lot of people out there. They think that if someone adds to cart, they typically check out, because that's what a lot of us do. A lot of us will go to a store, we'll put something in our cart, and then we'll check out. That's actually not the norm. The norm is actually a lot of your add to carts, people, for whatever reason, just put it in their cart and then they'll leave. This is where you can then get them on the back end with, abandoned carts and all kinds of stuff. But that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is the conversion rate you have in the beginning might not be that good. You might only have a conversion rate of 1 or 2 or 3% if you're just starting out. And that's where in the beginning you want to focus on doing what you can to boost up that conversion rate. But just know, if you're getting add to carts, they're not converting over to sales, that in the very beginning is very, very, very normal. But that's where you then have to put in the work. It can come down to the product itself. You've got to do better product research to get a better product. You need to go ahead and split test everything from apps to your actual design of your store, all of that to get the conversion rate up. But that's where you need to be living in your Google Analytics and your Shopify Analytics and trying to get those percentage points up. But the big answer to this question is, if you're not getting some exuberant amount of add to carts, like 80 or 100 with no sales, that's a big, big problem. But if you're getting 10, 15 add to carts with no sales, or maybe only one sale, that's actually pretty normal. A lot of customers add to cart and then don't end up checking out. Now we can get those people on the back end, and that's a topic for a whole other video on how to recover abandoned carts and all of that. But just know that it is normal to have some add to carts and no sales. A lot of people do that. And that's what I wanted to answer in this week's quick tip video. Big point here is work on getting your conversion rate up. And if you have been already running a lot of ads and you're saying not getting traffic, or you are getting traffic, identify the problem. You've got to identify the problem to know what to fix. You don't want to go ahead and try to make changes to everything. You've got to identify the problem. So that's the big tip for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could, please go ahead and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments or questions down below. I'm here to help you guys create your own successful online business. Be happy, be positive, be powerful, and have a great rest of your day.